Bam. 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 Alright. Alright. Hey guys, welcome to Bronze to Master Desro Edition, or Panda style, as I think it would be a decent name. What we're doing here is I'm gonna start already. What we're doing here is we're gonna get into bronze, and we're gonna work our way up from bronze to eventually master. I know some people, when they do this, they kind of troll, they kind of don't commentate, they kind of try to do it in 24 hours. I got a sleep schedule, I want to practice 12 hours a day, so I don't have time for any of that crazy stuff. But when I play, I commentate, and I explain some of my strategies, some of the things I see, some of the reads I see from my opponent, things I think I need to do, but I don't explain like everything. So like gas timing, pylon positioning, army composition, everything. So because we start from bronze, it gets kind of easy, right? To say it's not too hard for me to win a game, and I can go in length and try to explain everything we do. So the beginning, I don't have the bronze account yet, so the beginning is going to be a little slow. You know, we have to get in bronze. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a nice guy. Who doesn't want to be a nice guy, right? So we'll be a nice guy. So that guy is loading terribly slow, or maybe it's me, so it's kind of cutting my flow of speech. But all right, so I'm ready. Let's see if he has, if he's ready. We have to get to bronze, so you kind of have. Oh yeah, I will play Protoss. And I imagine after 5 losses we're gonna end up in bronze, right? So let's do this again. I guess we're gonna pick Protoss this time. It's gonna be a little bit slow. I mean, I didn't prepare this better. I didn't think of it. You know, when I do shows, I'm kind of new. I'm kind of a noob, so I don't think things through ahead of time. So hopefully there's bronze players on C. I don't know what time it is over there. It must be pretty late. Actually, it's early. I think it's like 8 AM or something. So yeah, we're continuing here. Bronze to master. I'm gonna tweet about this. Bronze to master live on stream for 1 hour. Alright.
Replay saved.
Let's go again. We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. And during the process of this show, feel free to ask me questions in chat. I really like to help out, and I think, you know, I'm explaining stuff that I do, but there might be things that maybe I'm saying in a bad format that you're not gonna learn from it. So because of that, feel free to ask me questions in chat. I will. Oh, so we're getting the same guy. I think we're gonna give a beating to Brad later because he seems to be bronze. That guy, man, maybe he's gonna get promoted. I'm giving back. I'm Robin the Hood.
Replay saved.
Actually, I'll be sort of Hitler later on because I'll be taking everyone's. Oh, that's a little dark, but I don't know. Who's a famous thief? I guess I'm not that cultured. I will be doing only Protoss. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people, you know, they watch my stream even though they don't play Protoss, and they wish I did more stuff for other races. But yeah. What do you think of the worth of training together like lots of Koreans do? Even though we didn't play practice games versus each other very often, but Sage and Titan back in Ministry of Wind did it. They played more against each other. But even though we didn't practice all of the house together, just talking and bouncing ideas, being in the same house it doesn't even compare to online. Like when I talk to my teammates, I bounce ideas off my teammates. Sometimes I'll call them on Skype. I'll call a Ophidian on Skype, but it's not the same. You're next to the guy. You're eating breakfast. You're like, yeah, yesterday I was struggling versus that shit. What do you think? And sometimes it's scary though, because like you have to be careful, because sometimes they'll give you like a Zerg bias advice, like, oh yeah, this is too strong, blah blah blah, and then you try to do it and you get wrecked. You get wrecked, so you have to be careful. But yeah.
Replay saved.
Yay, we've made it to bronze. I don't think I've ever been bronze in my life. Qualified for action. Alright, we get an achievement. This is our time to shine. So I guess we can start from there. Let's see what was the rank of that guy. So that guy was bronze. Was he silver in Wings of Liberty? Maybe. No, so he was bronze. Oh, I really hope I don't get that guy again. Oh god, this guy's taking a beating. Holy shit. Alright. He was 4 and 26 for people that are watching on 240p. Hey, Desro, I always wanted to know when you should attack a Nexus building versus attacking your enemy units. If it's, I mean, it depends on priority and situations, right? If you can afford to snipe something that would make the battle turn in your favor, then yeah, it's good. If you're about to lose all your army, like retreating is not an option, then yeah, try to snipe the Nexus. If and sometimes sniping buildings to turn a battle, like let's say a pylon and he's warping, then yeah, it might be worth to go all out and try to take out that building, but it's very situational. Alright, to some of the folks in chat, questions that are not StarCraft 2 related, as much as I love you for watching me, I'd like to not answer them, because I really want to keep, I want to make an hour of knowledge, like condensed knowledge. Like you come out of watching that VOD or you come out of watching that stream and you're like, holy shit, I feel like I've been in school for an hour. I've learned so much. So that's really the goal of this show. It's do it every week. I think I'm gonna keep it an hour format. It's more friendly if you want to watch a VOD. If it's 2 hours, it's really long for the viewers on stream. They're like, oh well, he's still beating bronze. I want to see high level games, and yeah. So I mean, in the beginning, when you spawn, you know, you'll see me a lot boxing. Some Koreans will box like this on each side. I think like trying to box little boxes is really good. Major showed me that, and actually Leia told me to do that because I wasn't doing it. Like I saw Major do it, and I was like, man, I mean, is it really worth it? But and also, I guess I really derped on this one because I maybe, this guy's Zerg. Alright, well, okay, well, I should have scouted on mine. But it's okay, it's okay. I will show the settings after this. I've made a guide on the hotkeys and everything. So I don't know if I should include that. I guess I will after this. I will talk about the hotkeys. I will talk about everything. This guy's scouting is weird, but then again, we're playing in bronze. So, if you want to do 2 chronos on Nexus, I like to expand on 16. And if you chrono 3 times, you chrono boost. So you don't really want to do that. You want to more do, if you do my opening, which is Nexus first, you want to do, actually I sent that probe out too early. You want to send the 15 probe. I'm going to be scouting bottom left because he scouted me quite early, and there's no way in hell that he's bottom right. So we make the Nexus, and now because we made a pylon in our main, that's not a situation you should do, but because we made a pylon in main, please stop. Stop. Thank you. Alright. Okay, he's cute. He's cute. So oh, it's really laggy on C. So we make the forge in the main, and then we want to grab the pylon and... Okay. I thought like there was lings and I didn't see them or something. And because we do forge in the main, we kind of have to cut probes to make sure we get the pylon early. So usually after the Nexus, you want to do like 17 forge. But alright, are we gonna lose to bronze? Are we gonna lose to bronze? Hey, you can't kill that pylon actually, man. I need it. But can I save this base? Oh, I think I can save my natural. I think this guy is confused on what to do. Okay, so here you wanna like take your time. You never wanna like have like that probe dying in the front. You wanna take your time. You don't wanna let him in your base. Well, you don't want him to kill the pylon either. Stop! Yeah, so we've won basically. Well, I mean, he couldn't make a run for it, I guess. But we have a lot of nexuses. No! Oh wow, you can get in. Alright, so we're gonna send this squad right here is gonna be the fuck you lings squad. And we're gonna use that squad to clean up. And I think this guy's all out for 8 right now. It's a little unfortunate that I kinda made Forge and Main. It kinda helped the situation. Oh, he's going in again. Well, we'll send more. Yeah, this pylon is destroyed. I want to see if he's grabbing another base, but he's probably not. I'm losing probes. You want to do like stop attack command so that the lings turns back and attacks. Oh, dude, I like kind of need a forge. I think I lost another probe. That's not good. Did I say a forge? I mean a gate. Base is under attack. Alright, so these alright, this game is alright. Well, I mean, life is complicated. It's never easy. And for the Zerg, he's probably confused. Well, yeah, I should have made the gate here, make it harder to run in. Base is under attack. Alright. So like I said, like let's say he's attacking that probe, I did stop command, so now he started attacking that other probe. So that's what you want to try to do when you have to battle lings versus I'm sure I'm losing mining time, but he's got a really bad economy. He hasn't stopped making lings, so that's something you have to consider. If I have to cancel it, like, yeah, I have to cancel it. Oh shit, I lost 2 probes. Alright, well, I'm gonna have... Oh! That 1 finger discount! Those achievements. They're so precious. Alright, so we're starting to pile up a little bit of money. So basically, don't be mad. Alright, I'm making another cannon. Like, you forced my hand too much. So once a lot... Hey! So once a lot can beat... Holy crap! Crap! Run! Evacuate the building! I still don't have a cannon there. I'm disappointed in myself. You must have right-clicked on my zealot. Alright, the journey has come to an end. I'm piling quite a bit again. But yeah, his journey has come to an end. Like, he's just not accepting it. He needs some closure, he needs some time. Alright, that's where the sadness sinks in. The loss of hope. This is like... Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
Replay
Alright,
saved.
so I'm not going to watch the replay, but a few things I want to point out is in the beginning, you really, Forge and Main is not a thing you should do. And if you don't scout them first on this map, you should 15 Forge. I got caught up in not scouting and making a pylon in my main and talking a lot. So hopefully we get 6 pool again so we can experience it again, so we can learn. One thing you should have in mind when you play on the ladder is that you should never get mad losing at a cheese. Sure, it kind of seems cheap, but it's not the right mentality to have. It's not the right mentality to have. Just be grateful. Like, not go as far as thank the guy, but just be grateful that this guy's allowing you to lose and for you to watch the replay and have a better idea of how to beat what he did. So yeah, I was about to build a second core, but I made a gate. So yeah. Yeah, the hotkeys. Well, the hotkeys. We'll do the hotkeys quickly. No, I don't want any friends. I've got my stream. This is my friends. Okay, so the hotkeys. We'll start with the graphics. Medium or low. Don't play on medium if it makes you lag. The last thing you want to do is things to be pretty, but things to be laggy. The sound. Play in background is quite useful. If you like to tab out in between games and talk to your friends. Alert sound at 100%. Not enough people. On default it is 40%. Too many people leave it at 40%. Controls. Mouse sensitivity. You want at least between 51 and 54%. Otherwise it skips and you skip pixels. I actually don't have it turned on. The mouse will zoom. You kind of want that turned off just in case you mess it up. The disable alt tab shortcut is up to you. The Windows key, that's pretty given. Here are my mouse scroll speed and keyboard and drag. Drag is when you mouse button. Yeah, drag is when you press the mouse button, like the middle mouse button, and you move your screen so you can center. It's used a lot by casters. I use it for camera locations to try to center as good as possible. The mouse scroll speed is when you drag your screen. It might be reverse actually. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. I think it's reverse. So the gameplay, I mean, the alerts are really important, but if you misclick on them, it's gonna move your camera, so that can be annoying if you misclick a lot. Show game timer is really important, of course. Display build grid. A lot of people, they come to me for coaching, and I look at their wall with their forges and their pylons and their gates, and there's like a freaking 3x3 square hole in their walls. So display build grid, you always want one square large enough for your zealot. More than that is not good. Keep in mind, one square will make your archons be too fat and stuck in the door. Sometimes it happens to me, but the archons, they always happens to them. Display game tooltip. It kind of looks weird when you don't have it turned on, but you don't need it turned on. It's just display hotkey on command card. That is useful if you are bronze or low level league. It's just the hotkeys show. By the way, I see a few questions on chat. I will answer them once I queue a ladder game. Enable starting worker rally, of course. Display team colored life bar. I think it looks really ugly, but it's up to you. Always show worker status, of course. Simple command card, no. If you're trying to show this StarCraft 2 to your mom, sure, but no. Show current order indicator, sure. Experience point, if that's your thing. I leave it on because it's not that noticeable. Enable enemy unit selection. Check this. Because if you try to click on a building and you don't have this checked, you will never know what the building is. You won't be able to click this. If you are new to using a computer and you're not that good at using a mouse, and you sometimes misclick on their army when trying to attack move, sure, you can turn it off. But as you get, plat diamond, I believe your mouse control should be decent enough. Control group unclickable, please do that. If you misclick while selecting something else, It's either going to replace or add it to your control group. I'm not exactly sure. So unclickable, observer interface, that's not for us. Show flyer helper always, because you want the little circle. Like always, the flyer helper, what it does is it shows a little circle under the Overlord, Mutalisk, Banshee, Medivac, Viking, Raven, Broodlord, Battlecruiser, Corruptor, Overseer, Phoenix, Carrier, Mothership Core, etc. Voidray Oracle. And it allows you to storm it better and feedback too, I think. Save all replays, up to you. I like to have all my replays saved, but I have SC2 gear, so it already saves the replay. Social, this is annoying. If you like to be social and friendly, sure, but it gives me OCD. Mature language, if you're under 16, don't start now. Auto join chat channels, sure. You want to join up with your friends. Now the hotkeys. The hotkey parts, I use standard. Some people will use grid because life is difficult and they've been not playing a lot of RTS. It's okay. Camera locations: Shift 2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F9, F2, F3, F4, F5, F7. Sorry. So what it does is, at the beginning of the game, you're gonna go and do Shift F2. So then your base 1, you do base 1, base 1, base 2, base 3, base 4, base 5, base 6. I don't do 7 and 8. I should eventually if the maps get bigger, but I don't think they will. So that's the camera hotkeys. Now the control groups, what I do is I do control Q for control 9. So that's for the forges. Control tilde, that's control tilde, like the wiggly. But it's French Canadian keyboard for control 8. Then I use 1 to 7, and eventually I'm gonna re-hotkey control 0. And that's basically my hotkeys for the settings you should have here. Yeah. So let's move forward. Let's see. I'm sure we have a few questions in chat. But actually doing pylon in main is good. Like versus 6 pool, it's not so bad. Because you will not lose the forge, you will not lose the pylon. The thing is, I didn't scout him first, so I should have done forge then nexus. But yeah. So I guess you'd want to do forge and main on the 2-player map where you're guaranteed to scout him. It would be better. And as far as the hotkeys go, the last thing you want to do is be stubborn and try to not use more hotkeys. Of course, if you're in bronze, you can't start and go like 6 hotkeys. Life is going to be difficult. But like every week or every like 100 games that you play, add a new hotkey. You know, before I used to put all my gates on 3 instead of warping in with W. And life was difficult. I had 2 hotkeys for units, so then I decided to make a change. So there's a Zerg. We're gonna make the pylon here before I keep talking. So I decided to make a change. So I started using W for the hotkeys, and 3 was for my Templars, 3 was for my Colossus, so I could focus fire better. 3 was for my Sometimes if I do like an Immortal Stalker Sentry all-in versus Terran, I'll put the Immortals on 2 and the Stalkers on 3, but that's, yeah, so yeah, and before I get, oh, so it's close position, that kind of ruins things, but yeah, so basically, and before I get Templars or before I get Colossus, what I do is I put the gates that are not transformed into warp gates on 3. So this guy did 14 pool. He put it down at 154. That's a 14 pool. The way my build order works versus 14 pool is just that I'm sending the probe one probe too early again. So at 15 you want to rally your probe at the natural, and what we do versus 14 pool is we cut a probe. This game might actually turn bad because of the positioning. You know, it's close position. If he makes a lot of lings after 14 pull, it might be hard. Before the lings come out, you kind of want to try to confirm. And by the way, this is something I do often. just you grab minerals. Like I don't have the money to make the forge regardless, so you grab minerals because you're. Oh, so he's grabbing gas and 14 pull. So he's gonna play maybe a lot of speedlings, maybe an all-in, definitely, or well, maybe a late third. He might not. The third might not be late, but his economy is gonna be really bad. So if we don't see a third, then then we know it's 2 base, and then we kind of have to try to confirm 2 base. If it's 2 base, just make a second cannon. It's okay. It's okay, because he gathered so much gas from doing what he's doing that his economy is not going to be that good. So a second cannon, even if he doesn't all in, is more than okay. So right now what I'm doing is I made a cannon, and I'm leaving my probe on hold position. As you can see, it's on hold position. If I see something coming my way, I will make... Sometimes you can make a pylon, but this wall is tricky. So you have to make a gate. So you kind of have to keep money for the gate. And not making the guesses. But if I see him coming, quickly cancel, go make a gate. That's what you kind of have to try to do. Usually the third will be around 5 minutes? So what we'll do is we'll send the probes shortly here. We also have to, well actually I'll send it now because he could stay on 1 base and I could die. I said the cannons, if he's on 2 base, I guess we could cut a probe and make a second cannon right now. And then we'll see. If he's on 3 base, I might cancel the cannon. Also, since he started with speed, we will leave a probe until we get a zealot, because what would be worse than losing to a guy who just runs in with lings, right? Oh, so we have them roaches. Alright. Right, we'll cancel the zealot and we'll make another cannon. Because we want a sentry and the zealot wasn't going to be finished and I didn't have money for everything. I'm not your rich uncle that's getting drunk and buying you a bunch of free stuff. And we'll make another sentry. Sometimes you want, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Sometimes you want a stalker. So, oh, so he's making maybe he's scared and he's making roaches for defense. It's like all purposes roaches. But yeah, sometimes it's good to we'll get warp gate research. It's good. Whoa. Okay, so sometimes when you get full chrono like that, like when you chrono boost, it's always gonna take from the closest nexus. So you know I've been chrono boosting the whole time, but this nexus always had chrono, so this one ended up with full chrono. So what you do is you take your camera location, because you always want to hotkey the 2 nexuses, so you can always make probes easily. That's something I guess I haven't covered, and I know a lot of bronze people. So you don't want him to be able to attack the cannons. And now that I have a stalker, now that I have a stalker and it's hotkeyed, I can go and attack him. And yeah, I guess I missed my window because I took forever to go attack him. But you can kite them roaches. So of course, if you're like bronze, this might be like too hard for you. But you know, if you never try, you'll never do it. So what we're gonna do here is, this guy seems lost, and we're gonna help him find guidance in his life. And whoa, okay, and we're gonna make an attack, or a 4-gate attack, because his all-in failed. Sure, I make 2 cannons, but his all-in failed. So full chrono again. So we're gonna spend that, take that nexus and chrono other stuff. So sure, that guy, his all-in failed, and I make 3 cannons. But I'm far ahead because his base was never built. Plus he's bronze, so bronze macro, RP dirt. Alright, so we try here to be annoying. I'd love for him to not have the tower. He's probably not gonna notice my probe because he's too busy being tickled. So we're gonna take those sentries and the mothership. I have a lot of money. I could have added more gates. Never be scared to add gates, although sometimes you can make too many gates. Oh, that sick flank! That sick flank! Alright, am I gonna lose a sentry? I have so much money. Never be scared to add too much money. I'll talk about how many gates you should have after this. Because I'm a little embarrassed that I have too much money, so I'm gonna shut up and macro. Whoa. Oh, he's attacking the rocks. We'll give him a chance. giving you a chance. Don't retaliate. Not now. Alright, so you want a time warp on top of his army, then you want a force field so he can't run. You're gonna try to run back with what's low HP. Pop Guardian Shield for the stalkers. And yeah, like, life is very difficult. And alright, so this poor guy. But yeah, so there's like a maximum amount of gates per base. So like if you're on one base, you don't want more than 7 to 8 gates. A lot of pressure builds, they won't be full all-ins, so they'll have like 4 gates. But yeah, and if you make more than 8 gates, really, you're not gonna have the economy to produce. Like, sure, eventually it's gonna allow you to it's gonna, like, okay, now that the game's over, I'll get to my point. So basically, there's a maximum amount of gates that you can use per base. One base is 4 gate. 2 base is about 7 to 8 gates if you have a robo. If you make more than that, eventually, yeah, you'll empty your money. But then you'll be like, well, I can't produce, like, I have too many gates, and then you'll end up with, like, a smaller army. So you have to be careful. I guess if you're bronze, I'll say, like, 10 gates per 2 base. Once you get to 3 base, you want to get 10 gates. And once you have enough workers, you want to get up to, and the workers, I'll talk about that in the next game. Once you have enough workers, once you're on 3 base and you have enough workers and you've been on 10 gates, then you want to go to 12, 14 gates. And then once you're getting close to max, there's no rush getting to max unless he's attacking. So then you add more gates. So like 16, 20 gates, 2 robos, all the things. And then eventually it should help. But yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. We're gonna queue another game. My nose is full. I hope I'm not getting a cold. When they open with a gas, when Zerg opens with a gas, they have a few options. They have 1 base all-in, which the guy did. They have 2 base all-in, which the guy didn't do. They have 2 base Muta, Infester, Swarmos, or they have 3 base mass ling all in with no drones, because you know, if they should only make mass lings, they don't have enough larvas with 2 hatcheries. So there's a few options they can do if they open gas first, and most of the options that they'll do, a second cannon is never gonna kill you. Sometimes I'll see people that I coach, they don't see gas, and they have 3 cannons by their wall. Like, you have to understand that, like, every cannon could be a gate. Every cannon could be 3 probes, could be a lot of things. So yeah. So we got another Zerg. We're getting quite lucky. One guy is in chat is asking me, I think, play the campaign. I don't know if he's saying that to help people, because the campaign is pretty helpful and giving tips. But if you're talking to me, I did play the campaign. It's coming up on my YouTube every day. I put a part of the odds campaign, so you can enjoy it. So yeah, and for the chat, by the way, I'm not ignoring you, but if you don't have questions that people can learn from, like, that are like for knowledge purposes, I will not answer you. So I kind of feel bad, but this is Bronze 2 Master Edition show, Panda Edition, and this is the first hour, the first episode, and hopefully people can learn from this. Hopefully we can go up in leagues and explain a few more advanced stuff. So when you get in the Zerg space, try to see how many drones. If you see like a few drones, then be prepared to send a probe right now, or like right now, to make a forge, because it might be a 6 pool. Now of course, if it's a 4-player map, you're kind of running out of luck. By the way, this is This is a 15 pool. It wasn't built at 154 with a gas, so it's okay. I don't know if he's gonna do a 1 base all in. I don't know if it's gonna be 2 base stack, 2 base all in, but it's okay. If I don't see a third, like I said, I will make a second cannon. And if you don't see a second base, then bunker up, or what would be the Protoss edition of bunker up? Cannon up, I guess. But yeah, make your natural like the Fort Knox, the Wall of China. It's kind of a French term, but you know the Mongols when they were beating the I don't know if it's an English thing too, but the Mongols when they were fighting the Chinese. In French, there was an insult back in middle school, and when we would say "stop being a Mongol," it would mean like "stop being a retard." So if he's staying on 1 base, make your natural like the Wall of China. And that game was late. I was busy with an analogy. I guess I should give a slap to myself for trying to be entertaining a little bit, but. So yeah, you make the gate, then you make the cannon, then you kind of want to leave your probe here. If he wants to send links to your base to try to run in, they're going to come out by 4 minutes. So I'm here and I don't see any links. Of course he could go around here, but this map you can't really do that. So just, you don't have to like... Once you see that at 4 minutes there's no drones coming out, you can just move on with that probe, send it back to mining, and then make the core once you have enough money. Fill the gases, make the core, send it back. Always shift rally everything you do, response to master. I don't know if you knew that, but do it please. So like I said, around 5 minutes he'll have a third, so let's confirm if he has a third or not. Because he had a gas, we're gonna make a zealot. If you have a build order that doesn't include a zealot and he opens up with a gas, abort the mission. It's not worth trying to do an all-in versus someone that might all-in you. So there's no third. What is he doing? Around 525 is when you should see gases for someone that wants to tech. Of course, there's a few, we'll try to be Mission Impossible. Yeah, that's an all-in. There's no drones. There's no drones. So we'll be making a second cannon. We'll be making a sentry. But what was I saying? Around 525, there's gonna be gases there. If he wants to go mutas, if he wants to go infestors, sometimes they might do a 2 gas lair build. There's been a few people in Wings of Liberty, it's been a while since I've seen that build, but they've been doing, what have they been doing? They've been doing Overlord, yeah, I don't know if people in bronze don't put their zealots on old position, but that guy's running out of luck. We'll trap him. Thank you for the links. They were tasty. Oh, well now we're supply blocked. That kind of sucks. So we'll, now that he's lost most of his stuff, we can just go back to teching. So we'll get a robo. There's someone in my chat that's trying to be really nice, but I think he's too innocent for this world. And he took something that someone said in a sarcastic tone, I think. But anyway, we'll give the benefit of... anyway, moving on with this. So one thing that's nice in Art of the Storm is we can get hallucination, so we're going to try to not spend force field on this sentry. We're actually going to un-hotkey it. Of course, if he comes and we have to force field to save her life, if we have to force field to save her life, we're going to use it, but it would be nice to know what's his follow-up to this. You have to keep in mind he was very low drones because of all the links he made. That takes a lot of larva. So his follow-up, it's going to be interesting to see. So we're going to grab a third and we're going to try to explain a few things in the macro game. I could probably counter-attack and kill him, but we already did that, so that wouldn't be fun. So yeah, we got 4 gates. Usually when you play PvZ, so he's getting lair. Usually when you play, oh wait, to scout, I guess. Alright, so he's got a few drones. It's where that looks to me like Muta, even if you have a third. Or you do have a third, so I'm not sure. But anyway, so when you want to play macro versus Zerg, usually you don't want to get supply blocked, but after that, you don't want to make too many gates on one base. But it depends what build you do. So like if you do an aggressive build, I'm losing my thought here. If you do an aggressive build, it's okay to expand later. It's okay to expand at 10:30, 12:30, 10:30, 10:30 the latest. But if you don't do an aggressive build, you have to take an expand kind of early. Some people will one gate expand, sometimes I do it, but it's kind of hard. So I wouldn't recommend that. So what I would recommend you is to like make 4 gates, make some observers. He didn't grab his gases. Make 4 gates and then try to take an expand with at least 6 entries or maybe 5. More than 5 or 6 entries is too many. I got my Twilight, I'm getting my upgrades. The tech path is decided once you scout him. Unless you're committing yourself to an all-in, you always want to react to what he's doing, because otherwise you're going to have a wrong army composition. So reacting to what he's doing can be difficult. You know, the swarm host can be complicated. The voidries are really good, and also so we're seeing a bunch of hydras. So we have 2 options versus hydras. We have good blink micro. This is Bronze Edition. So we're gonna get some double Robo Colossus. Now, double Robo Colossus could backfire if they make a lot of corruptors, but what we'll do is we'll be making stalkers and try to defend. Actually, no. This is Odds Edition. We're gonna make. Screw the second Robo. We're gonna make 2 Stargates. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a few Colossus, and you're gonna have Void Rays. And when the corruptors showed up, you're gonna be like, what up? And you're gonna pop charge, and life is gonna be extremely easy. So, hi. I'm sorry. So if you're planning on making a bunch of hair units, you don't need double forge. I'm a big fan of double forge because it keeps your getaway army extremely strong. But for the current state of how things works in Art of the Swarm, this is not useful. I should have made a War Prism before the Colossus, because now I'm starting to pile up a bunch of monies, and Zealots are not that good. And the reason I'm saying I'm piling a bunch of monies is because I'm losing this. Because I wanna save my gas for those Voidries. I wanna save my gas for range. I wanna save my gas for another Colossus. So War Prism would have allowed me to harass one of his base, preferably this one. This one is good to attack too. You don't want to like harass this one, because that's at the center of his base. It's going to be easy to go and defend for him. But when you have too much monies and you didn't make a War Prism to harass or send out somewhere, what you can do is just add more gates. So what we're doing is we're preparing for a 4th base. 4th base being here. You always want to try to fight for the watchtower. So I've been talking as much as your mom on the phone with your aunt, or your girlfriend on the phone with, or BFF. Yes, I said BFF. I feel weird. But what you want to do is, you know, you always want to fight for the towers. He hasn't been even aware of. We're going to show the Colossus. Maybe he's going to make Corruptors, and then the Void Rays are going to dominate. I don't know why I chronoed that. I'm not the big fan of armor, but I guess we'll get it since we chronoed. Usually you don't want to chrono stuff for nothing, but I mean at this point I have a lot of chrono, I guess. So we keep the Voidry production up. You see, so we have a bunch of money. Someone might say like, oh my god, I suck. What I'm saying is, I don't have a lot of gas, I want a good army, why would I make useless Zealots? Of course, if you would be attacking, and we would see that right now because we're leaving a few Zealots, and that's the thing that's hard for low-level players, is with the new maps in Art of the Swarm, the maps don't have a lot of watchtowers, so you want to leave a Zealot to where he might be coming, because the last thing you want to do is not be aware that he's coming to fight you. Like, that's terrible. You don't want that to happen. If someone was to rob you, you don't want to know if he's coming, if he's like opening the door. Like, you don't want to alarm system. Well, sometimes you might not be able to afford it, but you know, if you can afford a Zealot, then at least you got your alarm. So so now we're piling money because we have a lot of gas, but we're not making units fast enough apparently. If you're planning on making air units, I feel like plasma is a better choice because it helps your air units also. But now we don't have enough ground army. Like we don't have enough ground army. The Hydras are gonna be able to attack the Void Rays too well. So now we maxed out on ground army. Life is good. We got some probes, and I guess I'll talk about the probes now. You want 16 per base. If a base is mining out like this, like I think I've lost a patch. Yeah, I've actually lost this patch. If you're starting to lose a patch, just transfer a few probes. But you always want 16. With the counter, it shouldn't be too hard to do. And what I do also for my camera locations, and I click here on the portrait, and I recenter it, and then I re-hotkey it, so it's always centered, as you can see. So now we're gonna start adding. I wanted to make a fleet beacon, but I didn't, because I wanted to continue the upgrades for my air units. So I guess what you can do here, or what I would do for my hotkeys, is I would put everything on 2. I guess since I don't have Templars, I'll put Voyagers on 3 so I can pop charge a little bit better. I also don't have an Observer, which kind of sucks. You want Warpism speed, so when you're at harass, it's really hard for him to follow your Warpism. That guy didn't grab a 4th base. He's probably struggling to inject. You know, Bronze League's pretty hard league. So you see, there's the Corruptors. You always want to bring a probe for Pylons, but there's like so much creep, and I don't have Observers, so life's kind of sad for me. You'd think, oh, alright, so he moved out and took the tower, but that's not working out too well for him. Oh, so that guy is scared. You can't really blame him. I mean, being scared is like if I like, he wasn't aware that I was gonna attack. So if someone would be rubbing your house, you'd be scared too. In a situation like this, do you want to lose the probes? Not really. You want to pull them back. If it would allow you to make like important units. Like he has like maybe like if I could. Well, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to lose the probes. It sucks to remake them. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but so yeah, this guy he's running around trying to make something happen. You pop charge, Guardian Shield, 3 force fields so you can't run. And you see those force fields? What I did with those force fields, although everything was melting before I did that, is what you do with force fields is you make a force field behind them, and let's say there's units behind it or units in front of it, then you force field again, and then it's gonna squeeze the units in here, so the Colossus are gonna be able to do more splash damage. But yeah, at this point, this guy again, he needs some closure. We finally get an Observer, so we'll be able to clear the watchtowers. And at this point, I mean, what I did versus his army composition is fine. If he'd be mixing in a few Vipers, trying to pull my Colossus, trying to pull my Void Rays, then you want to add a few Tempests, so you can be like, stop, and fight back. I think I lost the goddamn Observer in the battle. And you'd want a mothership, so you have cloak, and then you can have Templar in front, feedbacking the Vipers and everything. So yeah, this guy, this poor guy. So, oh, I ran out of force field. Time warp. We don't want the Void Rays to tank too much, although they've tanked a decent amount. Oh, this guy, he had quite the remax. He was just, this Bronze League, they're getting better. I'm gonna have to practice more, so they don't catch up. No, I did get Blink. I didn't get charge though, and charge is very important for... I should have rebuilt that right away. When you lose a base, the first thing you want to do is rebuild it, even if it's in their face. Because the longer you take to rebuild it, the more potential economy you're losing. Of course, there's a few situations where rebuilding it in their face is means suicide. But yeah, if your army is on site, then yeah, rebuild it in their face. If they focus it, then your army's gonna win sometimes. So yeah. Do you guys have any questions in chat that I might answer? I'm gonna queue right away. so we can clock in another game before MLG and before the hour is up. If you enjoyed this show, I have shows like this every week. On Thursday, I do Replay Thursday, where you guys get to send in replays. There's a Reddit post, and then you submit, and then the most upvoted. And then I look at 5 of your replays. Well, no, it's not one person, but it's 5 replays of 5 different people, and I give you feedback. That's on Thursday. Next week, on Wednesday, I'll be doing a guide, a PvT guide, and I've been doing pretty well with that build order, so I know a lot of people are struggling in HOTS versus mines versus a lot of other things. I have Troll Day, which I actually canceled twice. Oh, we're having a troll over here. Jeez. Yeah, this is awkward. How to counter Proxy Reaper. I've actually lost to that on Korean Ladder. You have to don't be cocky with your first Stalker, and never stop making Stalker. You can 1-gate expand, but never be cocky with your first Stalker and never lose a fight. Because the more the Stalker you lose, the harder it gets to ended up turning things around. So I'm playing FXO Desrow. So it's, yeah. So. What Protoss build order do you recommend for beginners to start with? That's actually a very rough question. Because if I suggest an all-in, your execution and your timing is going to be so off the charts. Well, I guess off track, off the charts would be good. Silly me and being French. But if I suggest a build order or an all-in and it's off track, then it's not going to be effective, even in bronze. Like, it might be effective in bronze, but I think what you should look for if you're starting to you're beginning, you should look up my guides. Well, actually, my PvZ guide is a little hard. I guess I'll have to make a guide on macro, updated guide on macro build. Yeah, so. I mean, you should try to grab a quick third, well, not a quick third, but like a standard third versus Zerg. PvP, a build order for beginners, I have no clue. Like the build I'm about to do, because I have a feeling this guy's not bronze and he's sniping me. The build I'm about to do is not bronze friendly at all. It is actually a little bit hard to execute. He's got 2 on gas. Yeah, this is definitely not a bronze player. It's funny. Someone would try to snipe me during a bronze to master show. I guess if we ever find out who it is, I'm sure he doesn't mean badly, but it kind of sucks that he's taking time out of my day where I was able to help you guys. Counterproof? What? What's the achievement for? Making a mothership core right now. So my build order, what I do is I do blink, and you kind of have to run when the mothership core is built because it comes out quite quickly. So, but yeah, guys, make sure to follow the channel. Like I said, I do shows every week where you guys get to learn, and I get to entertain you guys and hopefully help you get better at the game, because I really like to help out. I've always been like that. Of course, when my mom wanted me to do chores, I wasn't the best helper ever, but who wants to do chores, really? Outside of that, I always like to help out people. So once you have 17 probes on workers, you want to make the mothership core. We're gonna go grab our tower, although it might be a little risky. I also like to hotkey, because my control Q is for forges, but I always like to hotkey my Twilight. It's just easier. Now this guy might get a DTs, so we'll have to be careful. We'll have to be extremely careful. I think we're gonna add the Robo Bay right now. And depending on what we see when we go to attack him right now, by the way, we need to activate that mothership core. Depending on what we see when we go attack him, we might start an observer and make a few zealots back at home. I stay on 17 workers, and technically this is an all-in, because if you don't do damage or if they have an expand, you're committed to trying to kill them. So just a disclaimer here, if you have some sort of like phobia of all-ins, this build is an all-in. Usually I had a 4th gate, but I didn't do that because I'm a silly ghost. So we want a closer pawn on. Some bling's about to finish. We'll get a closer pawn on. Damn. Bam. We'll make that server because we don't have... We're supply block. Well, not supply block, but on cooldown for the warpins. So this little guy is giving me vision. He's being a very nice helper. And then... Alright, so this guy pooped his pants when he saw that I had units, I guess. This looks like a big DT build. Oh, that's supply block. I had to recall because I don't... Yeah, the thing is you're frozen. Oh, this was really not fun. Oh shit. Alright, I think we can, we make 3 zealots. Sorry for that noise. I've been wanting to blow my nose for quite a while. And, to make a compromise, I guess. This defending squad at home, he's lost nothing and he's done damage, so this is not exactly the best scenario. He's bound to come back, really. Like it's inevitable that he's gonna make a comeback into my base. So hopefully he doesn't come back with 3 DTs. But who knows, maybe he's watching the stream and he's gonna come back with 3 DTs. I hope not. I'm gonna chrono. Oh, you son of a bitch. I don't have enough for a recall. So this is a race. Can I win this? I have blank, but that's 3 Archons, so I don't know. Yeah, he has a proxy pawn on, so I feel like I have to try to kite him. Maybe I'll find the proxy pawn on.
State thy bidding.
Life is gonna be hard. And he's got charge too.
You require my skills. Very wise. We move unseen. We are one with the shadows. For the reckoning, I serve. For now. Veraku. It shall be as you say.
And that is... Oh shit, what the fuck? That C delay. I think I lost my observer in the midst of the shadows I run. Oh shit. Very wise, very wise, very wise.
Very well. You require my skills. Very wise. Veraku. I am the voice of the eclipse. It shall be as you say. I
Please,
serve.
please,
State
please.
I am the voice of you.
Ah!
I am the heart.
What?
We are one. State thy bidding.
Where did he
I am
go?
the voice of the eclipse.
Fuck you!
Is the voice.
No! I should have blinked. Alright. This is so awkward. I might be able to get this. I'll send a few more probes. Fleet doesn't make a zealot.
State thy bidding.
There's like what, 3 zealots? I can win this. You're getting down. You're going down. Not getting down. Hey, stop.
Cold is the void.
Oh,
You
this is
require
awkward.
my skills. I am the voice of the eclipse.
This is gonna be hard. What if he... Oh, I can make a guess. I can make a guess. It's okay.
Thy bidding.
But I have to kill this damn thing before it gets more energy. Stop! That stupid AoE. Oh, there you go. But now he's gonna get it again.
I am the heart of darkness. Cold is the void.
Oh my god. I don't like... Why would you snipe me when I'm doing a bronze to master? Like, how lame can you be?
Very well. It shall be as you say. Forever sleep. Complete the cycle.
Yeah, as you can maybe notice.
Cold is the void.
Stop with the achievements, man. What the fuck?
For the reckoning.
As you can maybe notice, he's been making more zealots.
We move unseen. I serve.
If the delay wasn't so bad, I could micro.
Require my skills. It shall be as you say. State we are one. You require my skills. The void hunger.
I don't. Can I win? Can I make? It depends if he's been making. That delay.
Veraku. You cold is the void. We
Is that enough?
you
I think.
require my skills. Very well. State thy bidding. We are one. I am the cold. We are one. You require my skills. We move unseen.
One zealot at a time. I'm surprised he's chronoing. He hasn't remade like a single probe.
State thy bidding.
It's 2 Archons and 2 Zealots. Alright, I'm gonna...
Voice of the eclipse.
Oh, nice. I was gonna say I'm gonna go find that Zealot, but he came for me. Oh, what the hell? Why would you snipe me? It's bronze to master. Did he make another DT? No, he's been making Zealots. Oh, he's... Oh shit, he started probes. Alright. Probes! You have a mission.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
A Forge and a Panon. So he didn't make a Panon for more Zealots. It's good. We have a chance. This is so sad. I don't want to lose. I'm sorry, guys.
Intriguing. Very wise. Cold is state thy bidding. I serve. For now. We are one with the shadows. You require my skills.
If he gets a cannon up, life is going to be so hard.
Unseen. Veraku. I am the voice of the eclipse. I am the heart. State thy bidding. State say? Very well. Intriguing.
Yeah, if I didn't have delay, I would have won. Cause kiting was impossible. But all right, first bronze to master, guys. We had a guy, FXO Desro. I don't even understand. Just wanted to poop or party pooper, name it what you want. But I mean, I guess I can understand him. Like, Ma, I'm playing Desro. Yay, Ma, I won. I'm only gold, but it's okay. Nah, he was probably better than that. I don't know. How much EPM? Let's see how many EPM he had. We're gonna know right away. Oh yeah, this is yeah. Anyway, so yeah, guys, thank you for watching the first episode of Bronze to Master Panda Style. Hope you guys learned a bunch. There'll be an episode every Friday, a 1 hour episode. It'll be up on YouTube on Saturday morning.